So yes, this is how it is done right here. You can join us with your thoughts, comments, and contributions. As I said, we're looking at global African contributors, impactors in the entertainment scene. And don't forget, entertainment is not limited to just music or movies, blockbusters, and what have you. Even sportsmen, okay? Their own way entertainers on a daily basis. So share with us who is your favorite global African entertainer right here. Hafiz,
Charlie,
I saw you banging
Oh.
to California Love, man.
you took me back.
I know, right? We just needed that moment. Yeah? Epi, you love
Right.
Tupac? Which of his song is your favorite? I'm tired of listening to changes. Change is constant.
Don't do this, don't do this.
But I mean,
are you seriously turning that song down?
oh no. I'm not saying, but sometimes we try. You see, we try to preach all the time by maneuvering ourselves and bringing. But hey, brilliant tune right there. It's one of my favorite. If I have to take three Tupac songs, I mean, Changes is part of it.
Oh, okay.
I really love the lyrical combination right there. But yeah, today we're looking at global Africans and their contribution to the entertainment scene. I think we've come so far.
Absolutely.
And we've actually contributed a lot. A lot right from the get-go till today, and we're still doing it. Hafiz.
Yes, Barry.
Mm.
We were talking yesterday, we were waxing lyrical about
Scientists,
and
yeah.
their contributions.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are talking entertainment.
True.
We're talking everything music, everything movies and time
Sports.
permits and that is sports and
Right.
everything. I wouldn't want to go into names like I did yesterday. I mean, we wouldn't leave here. So
I'm telling you.
I'm going to be doing some little bit of history like I
Right.
sometimes do.
Right.
So let's start with music
True.
in itself and how it evolved, especially during the slave trade era.
Okay.
Yes, among the African American community.
Mm.
Now, if you look at music was the one outlet for the African American slaves that worked on these cotton plantations. It was the one outlet that provided them a sense of inner strength. Really, that inner strength they got was simply from music.
A sense of unity.
Yes, it was just. I mean, how do you express hope in a situation like that? But music gave them that.
Right.
So,
Right.
but then according to certain narrations, that the sort of music they did whilst they worked was classified under two categories.
Okay.
We're talking about the work songs and the spirituals, they called them.
Right.
Now, the work songs were simply ones that concentrated on the rough conditions they were subjected to.
Okay.
So these were songs they sang as they worked.
True.
Sometimes it was even indicated that sometimes their supervisors would ask them to sing whilst they worked. When it
Okay.
was quiet.
Wow.
Yes. Now, with the spirituals, these were songs that assumed a certain sorrowful tone, and it had this theme of a good versus evil thing about it.
Yeah.
So, those were the kind of songs they were singing. Now, there's this cliche that they were actually banned from drumming at some point.
Okay.
Why? Because the drums were used to communicate their
Oh,
revolt plans and
okay.
escape plans
Yeah.
and everything. So,
Right.
yes, that's this cliche surrounding it. But then, even when the drums were banned, they still found a way to inculcate music in their daily activities.
Right.
And so they incorporated stomping and clapping. Yes, and this led them,
Stamping their feet, huh?
yes, exactly, and
Right.
clapping, and so
Right.
this led them to creating what you would call a cross rhythm. Now, here's where my knowledge in music fails me. I'm not a music head,
Yeah.
but for those that are looking to explore further
In music.
into music, yes, you might want to start with that. But the little I know about cross rhythms is that it's one of the distinct features of African American music, or African origin rather. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So you might want to start.
Yeah.
with,
To check
from
it
that.
out. Cross rhythms.
Exactly.
Right.
But when you come to music nowadays, I mean, these days when you talk music, quickly someone mentions jazz or hip hop
Yeah.
and all of that. Of course,
Soul. R&B.
R&B. We have so many genres that we can even deal with. But as hip hop, I actually have a little idea about and how it evolved.
Yeah.
If you look at how with hip hop, because I mean, it's one of those genres that sprung up in the 80s in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yes, and this was a time of the disco era.
Yeah.
And so folks in the inner cities in the Bronx couldn't access some of these facilities.
Yeah.
So hip hop was their outlet. Now, if you take a look at hip hop didn't actually emerge with a distinct sound, and so the DJs were a huge part of what hip hop became. Because when it came to the use of turntables, yes, they used vinyl records,
Exactly.
and they would pick sounds
The
from
long
different
plays and the EPs
records,
and what
exactly.
have you. Right.
And then they merged them together, and they got their own distinct sound.
True.
Now, speaking of DJs, there's one man that is called the hip hop father, or the father of hip hop.
Okay.
It's Clive Campbell, also known as DJ Kool Herc.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So he seems to be credited with some of these things, especially in the role he had to play in what they call the b-boy culture, breakdancing.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
so,
Okay.
If you were breakdancing, you call it. You were b-boying. That was it. If you're a guy.
Right.
So you see, this whole thing evolved, and you had eventually MCs. Now they had this thing where they would do and speak over records.
Okay.
Okay, and so MCs decided they were experimenting with stuff,
Yeah.
And so
Just
they
putting words together.
Yes, so when they were playing music, they had this thing where they would play the songs and not lose the attention of the audience, but they managed to speak through it. And so they would throw in catchphrases or rhymes.
Yeah. Something to get you like,
Exactly.
what do you mean by that?
So rap started there.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at it.
We came up with our own definition of rhythm of African poetry. I don't know where that came from. But whichever way, man, it was fun. It was fun because it gave birth to legends. It gave birth to legends, music gurus back in the days. And Tupac is not far away from that list. Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Notorious B.I.G., not far away. I just dropped the record by the man LL Cool J. And right from the hip-hop, genre, it also gave birth to others, that's where you find the soul coming out and the R&Bs and what have you. People don't really want to do the singing, but then this time they want to the rapping, but this time they really want to take it slow. So yeah. Epi.
Very.
Entertainment.
Yes.
Global Africans, contributors, and the marks they've made and still making.
Well, I think I'm not necessarily going to jump into music because
Okay.
artists did
Right.
the music. But when you come to movies or acting, it's something that African Americans have actually made an impact. Some of them actually have been recognized generally, as supporting actresses and stuff.
Right.
And one thing I liked about the whole thing about movies for African Americans is that most often, when they started off, they took part in movies that threw light on the situations they found themselves in.
Okay.
It was a form of it was a subtle form of activism. You're trying to tell the people this is what you're doing and it's wrong. But you're not pointing your finger directly in their face.
Okay.
But you're finding a nice way of letting them see that you know what they're doing and it's not working for you. It's not good for you. And it's something that most of them happen to join themselves. They were on screen. There were the theater shows. Yes. And then before we have all these CDs, the cassettes, and then the movies. Exactly.
Right. I mean,
Sorry, I think one of the first female actresses who was actually given an award, a Grammy, we're talking about Haiti McDaniel, and this was in the year 1940.
Okay.
Yes, she actually was a supporting actress in the movie Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So she's the first African American to receive a Grammy Award.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, not just in the US, but globally. I mean, we have this guy, John Boyega, in the UK. Yeah. I mean, it starred in Star Wars. And, I mean...
Speaking of movies, I mean, I don't think you would speak of movies and not talk about Viola Davis. Yes, the first black woman to win an Emmy.
Yep. I mean, we have a number of them, like Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman.
These guys.
What's his name? The guy who acted Selma, the one who acted Selma. I forgot the name. He has his Yoruba name. I can't remember him. But there's another guy who acted, what do you call it? G.I. Joe. Oluwade or something.
Yes. David. There's this guy. David Oyelu or something. His name is.
No, he's Odewale. I forgot the last name. Odewale. He was even in Ghana recently. He was interviewed in one of the media houses. He was in Ghana recently.
How can you talk about Britain and not talk about Idris Elba?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Idris Elba.
ladies'
My
man.
good. Yeah, the ladies' man. Yeah, I mean, it's like they're like
Come on, it's just his accent. That's all. It
who,
is.
It's just what?
Idris
It's not his
Elba.
accent.
No,
it's,
no,
not,
no,
it's not about the look. It's
He's
the accent.
got some personality.
Oh,
It's
please,
the
please.
accent
He's
that makes him a
he's got
ladies'
this
man.
personality.
Exactly. What? It's just the accent. I don't know what.
Okay.
Right.
Come on.
So yeah, music, movies. What else? What else? Let's go to sports.
Sports. Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods,
And,
Michael
this
Jordan,
morning, there's this really terrible news that he was involved in an accident.
Tiger
Tiger
Woods.
Woods,
Yeah.
he's
You know, I
currently
heard the news,
recovering.
but the latter parts of it, I thought it was COVID.
Yes.
I
No,
heard
no.
he was
He's out of-
recovering.
he's out of
Rollover.
Oh,
Rollover
so
car
oh,
accident.
wishing you a speedy recovery.
But there was
legend.
a crazy time in the world when the best golfer was
Oh,
a black
Tiger.
man,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the best rapper was a white man.
Yeah, it was weird because these are areas that was supposed to be dominated by the Europeans, right?
Exactly.
I mean, for golf, you swing it, you want to see some.
You had Tiger Woods for golf. and then
exactly,
you had Eminem for.
But you see, even with Eminem, tracing it back, that cultural inspiration came from, that black community.
I know you're a
Trace,
huge
yeah.
Eminem. fan.
Largely, I am, but largely influenced by Andre Young, Dr. Dre.
But Dr. Dre tracing his roots back to the NWA. and
NWA with the likes of Ice Cube,
Ice Cube,
Eazy-E,
Eazy-E,
and
MC
that's
Ren,
exactly
Yes,
that
yes,
inspired the
yes.
movie. What do you call it?
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton. Then what else? What else? We have Michael Jordan, basketball. I think it's sometimes being considered the greatest sportsman of all time.
I mean, it's amazing how much influence blacks have.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, African Americans, sorry, have come to dominate so many spaces.
Some spaces.
Serena.
Serena Williams,
Yeah,
and
so-
even a sister
And-
Venus. Now
yeah.
Naomi Osaka.
Naomi Osaka.
Eh?
And this was somebody who was actually even advocating for the Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. At some
recently.
point, she got bashed, but hey,
Yeah, she
just
did.
got to do what she got to
She
do.
had
You
a
cannot
lot
run
of
away
it.
from the roots.
Because she's a black
Yeah.
Japanese.
Let's go back a bit. I am the greatest. I float like a butterfly. I sting like a
Allegedly.
bee. For God's sake!
Exactly.
Why are you guys like? I mean, George Foreman. Now let's fast forward. We have Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Yeah.
When we go,
Floyd,
Floyd,
I have my issues with Floyd.
What? Guy, forget the guy retired with.
No,
without
I have my issues with Floyd.
Oh really?
Yes.
No, but
It's very
but
serious
Just
issues.
don't worry.
but
let's not,
it doesn't
let's not
take
let
away
your
the fact that's your
issues
issue.
overshadow
fine.
You can write a letter and send it later. Okay. But
Michael
the thing is,
Jackson.
Michael. A lot of people. So I still have a friend who still believes Michael Jackson is not a black man.
Really?
Till today.
How?
And what's his reason?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know if he has super glued the mind or he's just messing
And
with me.
And it's just so sad the controversy surrounding
Michael.
when he was
Yeah.
alive. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
for someone that was so great in every sense of the word. I mean,
Exactly.
you would have
exactly.
expected that. I mean, he
When it comes to his philanthropical works, it's there. When it comes to entertaining the world,
his influence on pop culture. I mean, you can't quantify that.
guy arrives in your country and is like the entire world is about to like I don't know. The feeling is something else.
But I think he was also. I mean, the fact that he was dominant in an era where there was no social media also contributed to the troubles that he had.
Maybe,
Yes,
maybe.
Because I mean, in this era where certain accusations come up, you have artists that would simply come out and debunk them on social media.
Yeah,
and
yeah. It was
it's
yeah,
done and
yeah,
dusted.
yeah.
But in
yeah.
his era, there wasn't something like that. So
Mhm.
you had all these
And
rumors flying
he
around.
couldn't
and-
respond to everything.
Exactly, he
Yeah.
couldn't respond.
Yeah.
That was how big he was.
Mm,
And so-
mm.
But hey, we're only looking at the good.
Wow,
stuff,
wow.
Diana Ross.
Dinah Ross,
Diana Ross. Yeah.
James Brown. Let's leave the dance, but let's come back to Africa. Fela Kuti.
But wait, even before we come back to
Yeah,
Africa,
yeah.
your man Pac, you just talked about it.
Tupac,
Tupac.
Amaru Shakur. I mean, that's his mother was also one of the parts of the Black Panther women activist. Women.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Afeni
Yeah.
Shakur.
Yeah.
So that influence, came from.
But
from her.
remember over here, I was telling you that even some of his songs,
No.
a sample.
Tupac. Yeah.
Yes, this song.
Ghetto Gospel,
Not ghetto gospel. Ghetto gospel.
Thug Mansion,
Uh,
Unborn Child.
this song changes.
Yes, changes.
Yes, it's actually the original is by Bruce Hornsby.
Okay.
Yes, the way
Okay.
it is. That's the title of the song. So look it up.
Right.
So if
And even this song, it was also a sample, but I cannot remember the name of the guy who did it. Beautiful by this guy, Sean Kingston.
Oh, okay, okay. There are so many sample
Your
tracks.
way to bum
Diddy's
bum
most
bum bum
successful
bum.
song, the first song he
Missing
did,
me.
"Missing Me"
Yeah, he
by the
did that.
Police. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
missing me.
yeah, yeah,
He also sampled that.
yes. So I mean, they sampled so many
And
songs. But
the black culture music also influenced a lot of genres or people that we're seeing today. There's this history behind Elvis Presley's
Presley.
like the fame. There's this, I don't know if it's a myth, but all of these was more of like inspired from, a certain black man, African American. Even if you watch this Boondocks animation,
Series,
yeah,
oh.
you get to understand. Because I like that series because it tells a certain history. No, it's not just an
In a funny
animated.
way.
Yes, it tells a certain history behind a certain event, and it beautifies it. It doesn't step on toes, but it makes you understand that look, this is the reality. But unfortunately, we cannot own some of these things today. But talking about basketball, which is something I really love. It was
Okay.
actually there's this I checked the name, but it was actually pioneered by a
You
Canadian.
mentioned basket. You mentioned that was Michael Jordan. Forgot about Kobe.
God,
You
bless his
guys, what is
memory.
wrong with you?
No, I was gonna really,
Wait,
dude,
you're not,
really.
You're not out of this.
No, you're part of this. I mean, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. The names are there. Allen Iverson. And this is a game that was pioneered by a Canadian who actually migrated to the United
Oh, okay.
States. But then now, you cannot do basketball without the involvement of
African Americans.
yes, global Africans. Like they are the game right now.
Charlie.
You want your game to succeed or your team
Talk
to
about not just
succeed.
the NBA. You're talking about the
Everything.
NFL. The NFL as well.
Recently, what's his name again? The guy who rides the Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton. Is it Lewis? Is it Lewis Hamilton? The
There are
Brits.
so
The,
many
the
people that-
Brits. No, there's this. This is Lewis
What
Hamilton.
sports?
The
Ferrari. Oh,
Ferrari,
yes,
the
Lewis
Formula
Hamilton.
One.
Yes,
From
the British.
yes,
Yeah, the Brits.
he actually broke he tied the record with one of the all-time bests.
Michael Schumacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lewis is still in his primes. I believe he's about to go. So every discipline. Let's go on the track.
Charlie.
Usain Bolt, Tyson Gay, Justin Gatlin. What's the name again? The Joanne Ann Fraser, yeah, from what you call it, Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Marion Jones. Charlie,
Mentioning names, though.
the
We have people.
Mo Ibrahim.
Carl Lewis.
Oh, this sounds Sir Mo Ibrahim.
Oh, sir, okay, pardon me. Pardon
That's
me,
Sir
my
Mo.
bad. Sir Mo Ibrahim.
Yes, Sir
You
Mo.
know, of Somalian descent and all of that. I like his end. What do
So
you call
let's
it?
come back to Ghana.
Let's come back to Ghana. eh?
Billie Holiday.
Okay. Another
Yeah,
athlete?
No. She's actually a singer,
Okay,
jazz singer.
yeah.
She's like one of the
And you
first,
can-
the first lady of the blues.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. And you cannot talk about music, some of these things without Aretha Franklin. I dropped a song by her, Natural Woman.
Yeah.
Classic and all. Let's come back to Africa. Of course, from let's start from our base, Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Osibisa obviously influenced a lot of people out there.
Can you talk about hip life and then talk about
Reggie Rockstone,
grandpapa?
Grandpapa, the pioneer.
Exactly.
Shout outs to Grandpapa. I think. No, hold on. Let me just pay
Yeah,
homage.
and-
1212 Bakwamienu. My name is Reggie Rockstone, and I'm asking everyone to tune into the Africa Global Radio.
Okay, you heard it from the Grandpapa himself, the pioneer, yeah, of hip life. I mean, Charles Kojo Fosu.
But let's quickly look at how African music is now slowly dominating
Yeah.
what they call Afro pop now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time
Afrofusion.
Afrofusion.
Yeah.
Because there was a time in Ghana where we were listening to Indian songs
Charlie.
way back.
Oh yeah.
Generation Z will not understand.
No, they
Zs
wouldn't
will not
understand.
Hey.
And for all you,
Oh, okay.
are you- no, she's a
Epi,
millennial.
Okay, sorry.
She's a millennial.
I forgot
Epi's
your-
a millennial.
Wait, how old do you guys think you are?
Who
Oh,
said
come
what?
on,
I didn't say.
listen, listen.
Why you say You should be targeting Hafiz, not me.
There was a
I
time
just
when-
rescued the day.
What's his name? His name Sonia Chiba.
Sonia
Sonia
Chiba,
Ch-
yeah.
That guy.
Maton China, what the Mukwada must.
Listen to
Charlie, that guy.
Sonia Chiba.
But you see, it's more of like
And then we moved from there to the Francophone era, where
Oh,
we
yeah.
had
Awilo
the
Longomba.
Magic System,
Yeah, from Cote d'Ivoire, Awilo Longomba,
Awilo,
Kofi
the
Olomide,
Zola guy,
This guy-
what's his name?
Freddie
Mayway.
Mayway,
Mayway,
Freddie
yes.
Mayway. Yeah.
And then
Going all the way to South Africa, we have Maria Makeba.
Lazo.
We have what's her name? The
Yvonne Chaka.
Yvonne Chaka Chaka. We have Brenda
yes.
Fassie,
Brenda
blessed
Fassie,
memory. Fela Kuti. He has been nominated to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and
Also, we have
yeah,
Angelique
and there's a,
Kidjo.
oh yes, from Benin, Angelique Kidjo. Yeah, Charlie.
I mean, we've moved from various stages, and from there, I think Nigerians came in and then took over the market.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I can think of names like P Square, who came in with their own version of R&B.
Oh, yeah.
But even
Yeah.
before that,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think American R&B was it.
Yeah.
Yes, it was it. I
Mhm.
mean, we had Akon, Chris Brown at their peak.
At that time,
At that
Usher
time.
Raymond and
Usher
all,
Raymond,
Trays and all.
Trey
Songz.
Yes, Trey
Yeah,
Songz
Trey
and all
songs and
that.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, we had these guys, and slowly we saw the Nigerians coming with their own version.
And yeah.
Yes,
And,
They,
and,
they brought a new heat to the table.
and you
Because-
really,
and it was so refreshing with P Square. I mean, when they came in, you knew that was what they were trying to do, but then they did it with
the
their own
African way.
pigeon
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
They just
yeah.
owned it, and it was just so special.
Yeah.
When I listened to it, I was like, yes, this is African.
It
This
don't,
is-
it,
this
it
is
don't
ours."
happen. Yeah, I remember, right? Busybody and all. And I like the fact that now you're gradually seeing. I mean, just for instance, you're seeing that collaboration, and our brothers in the diaspora are bringing. They're actually bringing stuff from the motherland. To inculcate it in the
P
culture
Square,
right
P
there.
Square, what's his name? Rick Ross.
Rick Ross, P Square, T.I.
T.I.
We've seen Davido and Mick Mill.
Davido
Yeah.
and Chris Brown.
Davido and Chris Brown. I mean, Sarkodia and Ace
of them
Hood.
did a
Shut
song
up!
with-
You are taking to shut
Shatta
up!
Wale and Beyonce. Hey, Charlie.
And then I think, there's this guy, the Tina guy.
Fuse
did one with-
ODG
yes,
with
he-
Wyclef Jean.
Yes, and
Sheeran.
then there's another one with
Ed Sheeran, Boame.
Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran, and
yeah.
there's another one with is it
BBIBAA.
Sean? No, this guy he's not
Sean
Shag-
Paul
Yes, Sean
with
Paul.
Stone Boy. Yes.
Sean Paul's actually done another one with Tina with Fuse ODG.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Wow.
look for this.
It's like and now, like you said, there's that appreciation of the African cultures being, especially in the music scene, and even in the
Exactly.
movies, Wakanda, all the ideas. The director, by the way, but you would say you have an issue with that, but that's
I
not
haven't
the
said
case.
it.
No, I can see it from your face. But yeah, you see, so you listen to Drake now, who's obviously an African American, but the color says otherwise. But yeah, he's a Canadian actually. He's a Canadian, but
Canadian.
based in the U.S. Yeah, sorry. He has this love for African tune rhythm. You listen to One Dance with Wizkid, there's that feel there. You listen to Rihanna, okay? There's always that African thing there. You find it there somewhere.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. I mean, with the recent, Black is King album that she did, featuring most African artists, and actually shooting most of the scenes on the continent.
And I think one thing I
It's
liked
like-
about this thing was she tried to inculcate the African in her dressing.
Yeah.
Those ancestral
Yeah.
Something she just tell you that I come from Africa.
Yeah,
I'm proud of
and
it.
it's all about the what do you call it, the royalty. She's trying to project the royalty of Africans right here, and it's so beautiful. So I mean, across the entertainment table, you realize that Africans globally have actually contributed and are still contributing and are making it. So who's your favorite actor?
Actor.
Yeah, in Africa before
Did
we go
you
to the
No,
guys
no,
diaspora,
forget
of
to
course.
mention Will Smith?
Oh my goodness! The name
can't
keeps
do it.
coming. The names, no, not just Will Smith, but his
Right.
wife. I mean, his wife as well
Jada
was
Pinkett.
Jada Pinkett, also another superstar. You remember Matrix back in the days? She starred in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she was in Matrix.
Normally, I identify her in rom-coms, the ones I've seen, but
Oh, okay. She was in
Romantic
Matrix. She
comedy.
was in Matrix. She was John Boyega starred in Star Wars. I mean, the
Kevin
big
Hart?
Kevin Hart,
Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. The sequel of Coming to America is will be in cinemas soon. And
Chris
what's
Rock.
Don't go too far. Let's go to South Africa. My one and only Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah.
There's this guy too.
Oh my
Luis Ogola.
goodness.
Luis Ogola.
From South Africa,
South
huh?
Africa. He's really good.
I even forgot to even mention the basket mouse and what have you. Guys have been Charlie.
Really.
Anyway, very interesting, and the list goes on and on and on. And yes, I mean, you cannot do, and you sometimes go back and you realize that the billionaires, you know, the music billionaires and everything, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and this and that, and yeah, they are contributing, and they have really done it so well, and are still doing so. So, I mean, you cannot write it off. It's a fact, and it keeps going up and up. So let's do our very best to keep that status quo to get it up there, because it's definitely something that you need to know sometime in the future, you know, how it is and how it's going to become. The show is Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. Very excited to talk about that.